Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The action has already started. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Gives it back. A vicious ball here. Oh, he's just misjudged that one.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Marmoush. Now, can they get him away? And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Marmoush really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And it's Olmo. Barcelona are enjoying more and more possession, but very few chances up to now. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
De Jong clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now here's the delivery. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Pedri. De Jong. Neither side yet able to find the net. Can he get onto this? Very nicely done. Yamal proves just a little bit too strong. Marmoush.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And it's Reinders. Rodri, looking tidy in possession here, and this chance, surely! They've scored! Complete awareness, he understood what was needed, and he executed it smoothly.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Barcelona are behind here, despite their domination of possession. 15 minutes till half-time. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Bernardo Silva. Reinders. Oh, super ball! Played into space. He's in plenty of space here. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, he's been caught on it here! The ball is loose and the chase is on. Looking for a runner. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pedri. And this is Lewandowski. Bernardo Silva.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Kubasi. Araujo. João Cancelo. Araujo. And it's Koundé. Pedri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Great ball if he can get there. And a shot! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Kubasi.
Habrá un minuto de descuento.
And Araujo. And it's Cancelo. And Dani Olmo. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we are back on the way.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Haaland. Rodri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Now it's Lewandowski. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Yamal. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Reinders. Now it's Foden. Oh, played right into his path. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Foden! Oh, it's hit the post! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And it's Reinders. Haaland! And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Oh, good take in a good area. Looking to play him in. Haaland. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have...
Haaland! And that was very necessary. De Jong. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Lewandowski under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be...
And a chance! No mistake! And with the match slipping away. They have hauled themselves off the canvas.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
20.
changes here from both sides, in fact.
Serán
That
sustituidos
has
por
certainly made things
el dorsal
interesting.
16.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Cross from Matches. He rises! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. He's a sharp little ball here. Matches Nunes. Might be danger here. And he shoots! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
And here's Lopez. Pedri. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need. He'd be disappointed with that.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9 será reemplazado por el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores.
Can he finish? They've scored! They have stolen level at the last! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's Kovacic. Haaland receives... Chance for a shot! Pedri. 5 minutes to add. That looks a cracking ball. He is through here. Finds himself unceremoniously floored. Aimed beyond the defence. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Fermin. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Looking for options for movement. Kovacic. Great ball, and he's in here. Can he finish? And what a finish that might have been.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So to clarify, extra time will follow.
Podremos disfrutar de un pequeño espectáculo ofrecido por nuestro grupo oficial de animación. Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5, el dorsal 4, el dorsal 2.
Stern test is for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
El dorsal 3.
Barcelona displayed great character to force extra time from what looked a pretty ominous situation. The question now is, can they go on to win it? It is doable. Semenyo absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Ferran Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Lopez. Tries to pass it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And here's Lopez. No way through, so back it comes. Shot at goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
De Jong has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Corner number 2 then. Rafinha with the short one. Rafinha. He's having a go! Christensen. Eric Garcia. Rafinha. And it's Pedri. Played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Half-time, extra time. Well, both teams have run themselves into the ground out there. Does anyone have one last moment of magic in them?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give?
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Matheus Nunes is wide and looking to get onto this. He's had it taken off him. And here's Nunes. Semenyo. And he's there to get it away. Ball's gone out of play. It's going to be another throw. And it's Nunez. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Balde. Fermin. Some really good ball movement. Lopez. Semenyo. And now the breakaway. And it's been played through. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Matheus Nunes. Kovacic. That has been cut short. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a gruelling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
It has gone the full distance and then some. It will be decided by penalties. And you can almost hear a pin drop. Rashford shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Haaland next in line, and here he is. Coolly done, one each.
Always a little more pressure when you're trailing, but it didn't show.
And stepping up, the skipper. Oh, the keeper could have stood still and stopped it.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
The third man in the queue. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Oh, he's missed it, he's hit the post!
Oh, that's unlucky. Got almost everything right.
Fermin is the fourth man to step forward for them. No! Denied remarkably!
Oh, that's a super save from the keeper.
Matheus Nunes is the fourth man to step up.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Barcelona must score here to stay in it. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Great chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Barcelona! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent. Great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky, it'll come your way.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And we have our very first corner. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Yamal. That ball looks a good one. And this is Lewandowski. Can he finish? And it's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Barcelona are already cruising here. 2-0, a fabulous start. Reinders. There's the shot! It's in! That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Dani Olmo. Pedri. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Some really good ball movement. Reinders. Marmoush. Now it's Foden. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. João Cancelo. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Koundé cuts it out. Yamal. And it's Rashford. Nicely weighted ball. Dani Olmo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And the shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Reinders. Well, that's been cut out, well played. De Jong tries to pass it through. Pedri providing an outlet on that flank. Corner it is. Dani Olmo plays it short. Oh, that's neat. Dani Olmo. Reinders gets a foot in here. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kubasu. Koundé. He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Reinders gets into a good position. Yamal. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, he'll be annoyed at himself for not getting there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cancelo. Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Yamal.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive.
Kubasi. Dani Olmo. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Araujo. Pedri. And it's Cancelo. And Dani Olmo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Dani Olmo. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And here's Yamal. Pinches it off him. Referee has just said play on. Deep into stoppage time. Pedri. Played with finesse. Tries a shot! And we've reached half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Well, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we are already promptly back underway. In comes the corner. It's their second corner of the game. Ake tries to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Reinders in acres of space out wide. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Araujo. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's gone out for a throw-in. Foden. Rodri. And that is a little undercooked. Bernardo Silva. Yehi has found the net here, of course. Well read, and the danger is averted. Dani Olmo.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Picked out brilliantly. Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Haaland. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Pedri. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Foden! Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Yehi with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal
We have got
20.
changes here from
El
both
dorsal
sides, in
9.
fact.
El dorsal 10. Serán sustituidos
Araujo.
por el dorsal 16. El dorsal 7.
And it's Koundé.
El dorsal 11. Cambio de jugadores.
And he's been shifted off it.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Now it's Haaland.
Lovely feet.
And it's Rodri.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So this to restore parity. A formality. We're level.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
This has become one superb game of football.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, shooting chance! Goal! Barcelona! Into the lead once more. That was easy, almost too easy.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona take the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rafinha. This is De Jong. Now it's Haaland. Cherki. Kovacic.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Nunez. Tries to play it through. Now this could be... And he shoots!
No mistake! They have stolen level at the last! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Fermin. Barcelona finding their passes. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. João Cancelo kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. "90 minutes up, and we will be back for extra time."
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Barcelona pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious?
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. He can get that clear. That'll be a throw-in. Cherki.
Passes coming off in quick succession here.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice looking ball.
Oh, that was vital.
Vermeer.
De Jong.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Vermeer.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through.
Matheus Nunes.
Haaland.
Now it's Semenyo. That's been slipped through. And he's managed to get free. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Corner number 2 then. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Referee's given a throw. Ruben Dias.
And it's Nunez. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Gavi. Pass somewhat off target.
Extra time reaches half-time.
Well, it has been a punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner?
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 5.
And so the last chance to find a winner. This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Gavi.
De Jong.
And it's De Jong.
Rashford.
And here's Lopez. Kovacic deals with that comfortably. Matheus Nunes.
He's through here.
Semenyo.
Going full tilt down the right-hand side.
And that's gone loose.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, it's come loose.
Semenyo proves just a little bit too strong. Well, the defence proved infallible then. But chance for a shot!
Oh, no. That could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Climbs up big!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Semenyo. Semenyo.
And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Desperate defending required here. He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. The message is simple: defend this with your lives.
Koundé clears it away.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Christensen.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And Koundé. And it's Gavi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
The final whistle and confirmation we are headed for penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties.
So now 5 brave individuals must step forward.
They could really do with scoring the first penalty.
Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. Can the goalkeeper come up with a moment?
Oh, brilliant. He had to save it, and he did.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Barcelona at the point of no return.
Yes, that's how you do it.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
So all eyes on the goalkeeper.
Oh, he saved it!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
Barcelona must score here to stay in it. It's saved, and it's over!
So it has all ended in hurt. The team played their parts in a terrific struggle, admirably at times, but when it all mattered, they have fallen ever so slightly short.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Rashford.
Can he finish? Goal! Barcelona! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So, a breakthrough already.
It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh no, what has happened here? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. He gets big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Ruben Dias is offering a wry smile there.
So just the one early goal to report so far.
And the score is 1-0.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quality ball. Eric Garcia. João Cancelo. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Barcelona are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Spread it left.
Ball driven towards the far post.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now it's Dani Olmo. And here's Rashford. Oh, such a clever touch. Now it's Dani Olmo. Foden. Now it's Haaland. Aims beyond the defence. That ball looks a good one. He might be in here. Real chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Tries to get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Threads one in. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Great chance! Sensational from Haaland! A finish of true class! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here...
Could be danger here! Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Stood up well to him there. And it's Pedri. Thinks about the shot. Reinders. Now it's Haaland. Nicely weighted ball. Koundé cuts out the pass. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing.
That's a foul, no two ways about it.
Kubasi. And it's gone back to the keeper. Eric Garcia. And it's Koundé. De Jong. Ruben Dias spots it and intercepts. João Cancelo. Rashford. Reinders. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Bernardo Silva. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
De Jong. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break.
And the game has already resumed here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foden looking to run onto it. He's having a shot! Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Rodri. De Jong. Araujo, somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. Pau Kubasi makes the interception. Koundé. De Jong. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, good-looking ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And he's cut it out. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Lewandowski being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Araujo. Haaland did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. And it's Rashford. Barcelona have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Tries to play it through, and here's Foden. Araujo. Reinders. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. De Jong. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
He's in space and looking for options.
Oh, that's nice. Pedri. Dani Olmo. And it's made its way to him. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 2, el dorsal 20, el dorsal 8, el dorsal 9. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 3, el dorsal 10, el dorsal 16,
really well cleared.
el dorsal 7. Cambio de jugadores.
De Jong. And here's Rashford. Oh, lovely feet. He is such a good mover.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Ferran Torres. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's forced to go back. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Haaland is onto this. Well, that's an excellent interception. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24 será reemplazado por el dorsal 6.
Oh, sweet feet. Fires it in. Look, there's the shot! They've scored! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
And that means takes a shot! And yes, it's there! And what a climax we have here! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And it's De Jong. And that will be the final act. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football.